Class 8, Unit 11, Reading 1. Sir Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born in 1643 in Woolsthorpe, England. He was the son of a peasant who died 3 months before Isaac was born. Newton spent most of his early years with his maternal grandmother after his mother remarried. His education was interrupted by a failed attempt to turn him into a farmer. In the beginning, he seemed to be a dull boy. He had little interest in his studies. However, he liked to use his hands. He used to make little machines, such as windmills. He would catch mice and make them drive some of his little machines. At the age of 19, Newton went to Cambridge University, where he studied mathematics and science. He started to make discoveries in mathematics when he was a college student. He continued to do so after he had achieved his degree. He was appointed professor of mathematics when he was only 26 years old. Newton did not limit his studies to mathematics. He became very interested in the behavior of light. His interest in light led to the improvement of telescopes. The lenses used in telescopes in those days were not as good as modern-day lenses. Newton showed that curved mirrors could be used instead of lenses. These gave better results in some ways, and such telescopes have been used ever since. The story goes that one day Newton was sitting under an apple tree when an apple fell onto the ground. He began to wonder why it fell onto the ground, but why it did not go upwards in the sky. After a great deal of thought, he produced his theory of gravitation. He showed that each body attracts the other. The sun and the earth attract each other. The moon and the earth also attract each other. That is why the moon remains near us and does not rush away. Newton's head was usually so full of ideas and problems that he was often lost in thought. On such occasions, he forgot his meals and friends. There are many stories of his absent-mindedness. Once he was entertaining guests at a dinner. He went out of the room to fetch some more food items. For a long time his friends waited for his return, but neither the host nor the food items appeared. At last they went to look for him and found that he was busy with his studies. He had forgotten his friends and food. On another occasion, Newton invited one of his friends for dinner at his home. His friend arrived on time, but Newton was not there. The guests sat down on the couch and waited for Newton to have dinner together. As he was feeling hungry, he often looked at the food items on the dinner table. The guests waited for a long time. He got tired of waiting, so he decided to have dinner alone. After having dinner, he waited for Newton again. After several hours, Newton arrived home. He was puzzled to see the guests at home. Soon he realized that he had entirely forgotten about the invitation. After apologizing, he turned to the dinner table and noticed that someone had already dined. "I'm sorry," he said. "I see that I have already eaten my dinner. I should have waited for you."